Welcome back to the Kashyap Tech. This is the 11th part of the playlist, and in this we will going to be see about the implicit and explicit conversion. Okay, so what is implicit and explicit conversion in a SSIS and how it's work and how it's perform in a SSIS when we run the SSIS package or when we load the source data into the uh, destination by using SSIS. So the data types is the source data types are converted into SSIS data types. As an example, string data types are converted into dt underscore str, dt underscore wstr, dt underscore text, dt underscore and text data types. There are two types of data types conversion, like explicit and implicit conversion. Basically, implicit conversion is something that SSIS does for you. This is also how SSIS convert a type secretly. It happened behind the scenes without you knowing it. That's why implicit conversion is also known as a automatic type conversion. To do this, SSIS use two things: expression evaluator and the data flow engine. So basically SSIS use an expression evaluator to know the best type to use for expression. An expression may contain literal value, functions, variables, and columns, and each of them may have a different data type. So, the expression evaluator makes sure your desired type to meet. So, basically, implicits are not visible to the users, and data types are automatically converted from data type to another. For example, when a string is compared to an int, the string is implicitly converted to int before the compression proceed. In SSIS, implicit conversion can be done using different method. For example, like mapping column with a different data type in a destination component, changing the column data type from advanced editor using a script components. If you see in a like Visual Studio, suppose this is the source. If you see, we know that we are right clicking and editing the this one is a we are very familiar with this process, but this now uh, right click and go to this so advanced editor. Okay, if you see, it's a connection manager, not new component properties. This is also not a new. Okay, column mapping, it is also never it's not a new. But if you see the tab input and output, it's something different which contain input and output. Okay, so that is the source output and error output. If you expand it, you will see external and output. Basically, when you are pulling the data from the source and into SSIS and transferring the data into destination, then what will be the like data type of this? So if you see these columns, like these tables we are fetching from the database, like if you can see here, unit measure, it's a table name, it's a unit measure. If you see table production unit measure column. So if you see here, you can see here like the data type of unit measure is a nchar, a name is a nvarchar, and modified date is a date time. Okay, so the data type, it's a like a here it's different. But if you see in a Visual Studio, like when converting the data from source to destination, you will see the data types is changed like a Unicode string. If you see name, for the name also Unicode, and modified date is a database timestamp, that is the date dt underscore db timestamps. So it means the data types it was converted automatically when you are like doing when you are mapping the data, mapping the source uh, database and tables, then it get automatically converted by SSIS itself. That is called like a implicit conversion in that. Okay, so about, so you can see there is a 3 points like mapping column with different data types in destination component, changing the column data type from advanced editor, and using the skip component as well. You can use that implicit conversion. Explicit conversion are visible to the user. It is performed using cast or convert function or other tools. As an example, in SSIS, explicit conversion can be done using different method like using data conversion, using derived column, and this one is a command like a script dt underscore wstr comma 50 and year get date, and using skip component. So these things will take care in a detail in a other lecture, like in my next video lectures I will explain this in a brief, but now it's about implicit conversion and explicit conversion. So explicit data conversion is like a SSIS is telling SSIS to flow your way of converting data. So when you SSIS think it's a DT14 integer, you say no, like basically it's no. This time you are the boss, like you are going to tell SSIS it's a DTWSTR Unicode string. This apply when the data type of the source is different from the target, correct? So in that case you are the owner of that script, and you can write it in your way to convert the data by using cast or convert function or other tools. Okay, so that's it about the video. Please let me know your feedback about this video. Thank you so much.